recognize her for 35 years of her work with a few friends of the environment of the world. Julia is a friend of mine. I had the pleasure of teaching with her for several years. She taught my children art, and her enthusiasm for all things environmental is infectious.
Thank you. A few friends for the environment of the world, and there's our mission right there. And we're mainly in Mason County, but we do education all over when we can. So, let's see, do it. Okay. So that's my dad on the left, Charles Chambers, and my dad came down with lung cancer, and then Laura Scott, who grew up here, another friend of mine, and Kate Steggy, she was Kate Love back then. Kate and I were talking about the cancer that is in the area, and we are really upset and just wanted to do something. So we decided to start the group in Ludington area over having some coffee, and so it just kind of kept going. So I say my dad and Laura were our inspirations, unfortunately, but so Mason County didn't have any environmental group. We're still the only environmental group in the area, and there's me with a little perm there. You can tell how dated it was, 1990, and then Kate there, up there in the tree. So we started the group, and we have our old logo way at the top. That's the one that Kate designed, and she was a really good artist, and then we've kind of evolved over the years. Kate lives down in North Carolina now, so she's not involved, but it was her inspiration that really got us going. And we decided that I know with environmental groups, people think, they're gonna, point fingers, and they're tree huggers and things like that. And we decided that we wanted to work with the whole community, with everybody to show everybody what they could do to help the earth instead of pointing fingers. So that's what we've done, and we've gained a lot of respect doing that. So we educate the community, we work together, we have lots of projects, and I have some more slides of that in the future. We did Christmas tree recycling with, I think it was with the Mason Lake Conservation District, so that was a big hit. And then we had a lot of Earth Day parades. We used to close down Ludington Avenue, believe it or not. And so that was a lot of fun too, and we'd go to Rotary Park and have all kinds of music and programming. So here's some other Earth Days that we had. That's me, the frog, up there at the top. I used to do the frog survey. And then our big Earth Day banner, we still have that somewhere in my barn probably. And then, on the left, the bottom left, that was when we could not do the parades right down Ludington Avenue, so we did it on the streets, or on the sidewalks, and then the Rotary Park over there on the bottom right, that's me with being Mother Earth, all messed up with a crutch. And then one year we made an igloo out of milk cartons. That's what the kids are in the middle there. That was a lot of fun, drilling all those holes, but it was fun for the kids. So here's some of the programming that we have. We got involved with recycling. We're involved with the materials management plan now. One of our former board members. We've had all kinds of programming on all those different topics and more. It's hard to remember all the things that we've done. We had many workshops on sustainability for businesses so they could do a better job with their business, being more sustainable. We have a native plant sale. We have introduced over 8,000 native plants into our community. So that's, and really developed an awareness for that. So that's really cool. And that's going on right now. We've had some balanced forums where we have both sides. We find that if you have both sides, then everybody gets to hear both sides, and then you have questions from the audience, and you have a moderator, and they can ask the speakers different things, and everybody gets to hear it, and then everybody can make their own opinion on the topic. We did it on all the ones listed there, and we probably did more, but the last one was sand mining. We have Sergeant Sands going to the state park, and that was a big concern. So here's some of the other projects. Hazardous Waste Day, we're involved with that still. We used to do it with Dow and the Health Department and the DPW. Now we do it with the Soil Conservation Districts. And then we had a battery program. We recycled batteries. And I'd collect batteries from school kids here and from teachers. And we planted dune grass and beet sweeps, many beet sweeps. We've been doing beet sweeps probably 30 years. We do 4 or 5 a season. Let's see, Adopt a Highway. Some of the other invasive plant species, we work in Cartier Park and try to remove the invasive species. Once you learn about invasive plant species, it's hard to go on a hike without yelling out garlic mustard or barberry or whatever. Yeah, my kids and my husband. It's like, oh boy. We have sustainability awards of the year. We have, and that's in October when we have our annual meeting. We have a UDIG community garden, and that is really a special thing. It's behind the United Methodist Church, and that we have 69 raised beds. And Heidi and Joe Maloney back there in the back are volunteers. They help out a lot, and Sarah Bolin runs that. And then I have, so a third of the food that's grown there goes to the food club and other food pantries. And I do a kids program where I teach the kids about nature, gardening, and art. And so some of the food goes to the food pantries. And, oh, you can't hear me? Is the mic not working? Oh.
No, it's just not picking you up.
Okay. So the kids get to raise food for themselves and then also for the food pantries. And I have repeat kids. They come year after year, and I have it for 9 to 12-year-olds now because some of the kids they wanted to keep coming. So it's a free program. We do Snakes Alive, which is a program that brings Michigan native snakes to all 4th graders in Mason County. And that's always fun. Jim McGrath from Nature Discovery comes, and I get to be his assistant. I get to hold the snakes, and the kids get to hold them. And there's, on the left are some of the kids in the garden, and in the middle is our garden there. And then native plants. We love our native plants for the pollinators. And then the invasive species in Cartier Park, we do that twice a month through the season. There's some kids holding a snake out in the nature, and then the beet sweeps. And like I said, we like to work with a lot of different organizations and community members, and these are all the partners that we have. And Western Land Services, that's one, that's oil and gas leasing. They also are getting into getting leases for renewables, which is good. But John Wilson from that company, the owner, respects us and thinks that we're doing a great job. So that makes me feel good because we want to educate, not push people away. And then we have our state partners, and I probably forgot 1 or 2, but it's really neat to have everyone pull together and work for a healthier environment. And because we've been around 35 years and it's all volunteer, we are now we've been doing strategic planning, thanks to my husband, Mark Tucker there. And we are hoping in the next year and a half to hire an executive director and then also build a nature center. So we've come a long way, and we continue to keep moving ahead. So, and things that you can do to make a difference. I know if you're here, you're probably already in that mode. So Jane Goodall she wrote a couple books on hope, A Reason to Hope. So I have hope also that we can work together and create a healthier environment for our kids, our grandkids, the 7 generations, like the Indigenous say. So, thank you.
Thank you.